Hey, we played a whole bunch of old music, not old music, but we were playing a whole bunch of like, what were we playing?
We was playing gospel music.
We was playing gospel music over the weekend, right? And remember when you used to make CDs? And we used to make CDs, and when we'd be at track meets or just at whatever game, the CD would always like start with a few gospel songs, and it would transition into like Yin Yang Twins.
No, it wouldn't.
Mine would. Me and my sisters would.
Allie transitioned from Kirk Franklin to Uncle
Do you
Luke.
want a revolution
To Uncle Luke in one song.
Yeah.
And I just,
like a show.
I never felt further from God.
Why you listen to gospel music anyways?
Why did we start listening to gospel music?
Was y'all into it?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we was lit.
We could play it right
Oh, y'all
now.
was fading?
We was sober, but
I
I'm
was
saying we
I
was
was
lit,
drinking.
like dancing and shit when the music was on.
Yeah. We
What was
had
you
it.
doing? Y'all like the Holy Ghost and shit?
No,
I don't know.
we were just. I don't even know how we got on the
You got the
subject.
holy nigga, y'all.
I don't even know how we got on the subject, but then we started playing gospel.
Somehow we got on the topic of gospel music, and then we just started.
We started playing songs.
So I'm trying to figure out, was y'all playing with God or was y'all
Nah, we was really feeling
Yeah,
it.
we was really feeling it. But then the thing is,
I switched it to Uncle Luke.
it was me. No,
The
I
alley
switched
switched it to
over because I
Uncle Luke.
started thinking of all the songs from like high school and you know, Petey Pablo and Yin Yang Twins. Oh, you know what? They hadn't heard. Well, I don't even know if you've heard, but they hadn't heard. Is it Kings of Crunk? I forget. But it was. Oh no, not Kings of Crunk. It was
Some
Yin
Lil
Yang
Jon
Twins
and the East Side Boys.
Lil Jon and
album.
the East Side Boys.
Yeah.
And yeah, Kings of Crunk. It was that album, and there was this song called "The Weed Man," and the song "Ooh Na 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 Na."
Be looking for the weed man. I was like, what the fuck is this?
So he hadn't heard "Ooh Na Na Na." He hadn't heard that song.
Ooh, no, that was a baby.
That is a good song.
Listen, man, I feel like
I want
people
you.
hold on to a lot of shit from their childhood
I'm tired of-
that be trash, but it's just because it's from your childhood or when you was coming up.
What "Ooh Na Na Na"?
Just in general, like.
That ain't my childhood though. That was my teenage.
Yeah, we was all
good.
teenagers. Why
All
you
the
over
adolescents
here?
At that point.
That's your childhood.
Excuse
Could
you.
you drive yet?
Yeah.
Yes,
What year did that come out?
Probably came out like
2002?
2000,
maybe.
Not even.
Yeah, 2002, 2003, or whatever.
Yeah.
4.
No.
You was the only one, you know, still at recess.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the goddamn Ninja Turtle backpack with
Still
the big
playing
ass one with the lunch pill.
tetherball.
Nah, it wasn't Ninja Turtles. What was it?
I can't even say that. I had a
It was some nerdy
I had a
shit,
cartoon
I think.
backpack
I think
in
it
high
was Star
school.
Wars.
In high school?
Yeah, in high school.
That was
I
like
had
a
a,
fad though.
What?
I had
High
a-
school backpacks in high school?
No,
Yeah.
cartoon backpacks in high
Cartoon
school.
backpack?
Yeah.
No, you are the same age as me, so it should have been.
It was coming in my senior year, and so it was already out when you guys were out.
Oh.
I had I think I had a Tinkerbell. Then I had a Kim Possible one. I was a huge Kim Possible fan.
Yeah, I don't even know who them people are. Man.
What?
Tinkerbell, I know what Tinkerbell is, I think.
And how old was you when you realized wrestling was fake?
I hope my God doesn't watch this.
Damn,
Yeah.
that was just. I got some videos on my phone right now wrestling, but that's funny you said that. How old was I when I found out it was fake? I think I was probably in summer going to the ninth grade.
Going to the ninth grade?
Summer going to the ninth grade. This
14?
Bitch, y'all done got enough of my attention. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause now.
See,
yeah.
how did you feel?
These moves ain't working no more. That's
Somebody told you, or you just from watching it,
Moves
you was
ain't
just like,
working no more.
yeah.
How did
The moves ain't working. Nobody playing along and shit like
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You try to stone cold study somebody, you know, get the
Bruh.
fuck up out of here.
How did you feel?
How I felt?
Yeah, when somebody told you it was.
No, he said he found out for himself.
Oh, you found out for yourself.
it's just life just taught me like, man, that shit is bullshit.
I was hurt.
That
I
was
found
bullshit.
out watching wrestling that wrestling was fake. I'll never forget that moment. I was 12 years old. It was WrestleMania 23. Undertaker, I forgot who it was, hit somebody with a pile driver. You remember his move, Undertaker? Hit somebody with a pile driver. The nigga's head didn't hit the ground and he passed out.
Yeah,
And I was like, all right, man. Like,
you gotta know. I get that too.
I was trying to hold on, but God,
So
damn, y'all just gonna
happy.
put, like, have this in front of my face, like.
But that shit's been happening since you was 8. You know what I'm saying? Life just like you living life.
That's why you don't lie to
You
your
was like,
kids.
wait a minute.
I was hurt.
When last time I accidentally just almost hit something? Now you're thinking different. Like
I was like, y'all gotta fake it better than this. Like,
that's how I felt about. I'm about to jump all the way out the way with this one. I'm sure that's not even on the list.
Nah, go ahead.
Y'all watch Power?
yeah.
How y'all feel about that goddamn episode?
All right.
What was wrong with the episode?
This is my wait, hold on.
Wait.
This is my question for the episode because I rewatched it and I got upset. What the fuck was Ghost playing when this nigga was unscrewing the elevator shaft with a bomber jacket and a dad hat on by himself? By himself.
He was gonna take
And
everybody
then-
on.
And then
Ghost.
Tommy actually succeeded in his plan of somehow we didn't see how he got the EMT van, getting the EMT van.
With the how he hired? How they get hired? how did the nigga's whole crew get hired
Getting the
for
EM
this job? Like
Somebody put on
none
Twitter.
of the niggas went through a background check for this job,
Bro.
to get inside the goddamn federal court building with
Somebody-
this high, whatever.
Okay, but let's say that they hijacked.
Wanted.
Let's say they hijacked the EMT van and the uniforms from some niggas, right? They went to a federal court case and kidnapped the main witness, and nobody batted an eye. Nobody followed that bitch to the bathroom. Nobody
Right.
did nothing.
All I came out the bathroom, nobody even see it.
Nobody. All these niggas had on was bomber jackets and dad hats.
Hey,
What's going on?
God damn.
Over here.
Why is there reason playing? Where is this coming
Are
from?
you up here dropping
Who?
music? What?
I said who?
You leaking music?
I don't think that picked up.
We
Shit, did
hope
we pick
not.
up?
Huh?
Oh, we mute the whole time.
No. We picking up.
Man,
You
you
over
just
here
pissed me
leaking
off.
music.
But I'm saying there was
You
no.
just pissed me off.
It's no plug-in.
You just pissed me off.
It's no plug-in, so it wasn't recording.
I was supposed to, okay. I should have just kept going there.
Anyway,
But yeah, anyway, man, Power, disrespectful, fuck Power. That's why I don't want to watch that shit. I'm all about Snowfall right now. And I like
I
the
still
Wu-Tang-
haven't watched that.
Wu-Tang.
I gotta watch Snowfall. I gotta watch the Wu-Tang documentary.
You
That
guys-
started last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta watch
You guys
that.
need to watch Mindhunter.
Mindhunter?
Mindhunter on Netflix. Mindhunter is about
It look good.
serial killers.
I'm not into that type. That's what I'm saying.
No?
Weirdo.
Well, it's not about serial killers. But it tells the story of basically how the FBI kind of created, kind of established profiling, and how they use that to like rewrite how they not identify with serial killers, but how they may identify new serial killers or patterns and things that they see. But they talk about serial killers that real ones like Son of Sam and Ted Bundy and Ed Kemper. So they talk about all those guys. And the crazy thing is they get some amazing lookalikes. It's like amazing. Like they had Son of Sam on there. Then I just Googled Son of Sam and the dude looks like spot on. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But
It looks good. I
that's
gotta
really
check
good.
it out.
It's not just serial killers. They're getting into their minds and how they do some of the things. So it's not just like a whole bunch of people just like killing.
Okay.
The killing's done.
It's a couple shows.
Off-air conversation.
I gotta watch or catch up on. I ain't watched nothing since 2K came out. I've been playing that shit like a fucking crackhead.
Where's your My Player at?
90. Yeah.
They're all at 90. It's ridiculous.
We all at 90.
It's ridiculous.
Rob might be higher actually.
No, I think he's like 91. Maybe
Jobless
like
ass
barely.
Yeah, but the gap from 90 to 91 is pretty big though. Like you gotta put
Oh,
in
is
some
it?
hours. Yeah, you gotta put in some hours.
Yeah, because he was at 90, I think, like a week ago.
But yeah. So how was everybody's weekend?
You didn't introduce us.
I didn't introduce us. Oh, y'all know who the fuck
Yeah,
we
you
are.
did, you did.
Nah.
You did.
I did.
Oh, you don't want to do your introduction?
You did, though.
This is Allie.
You forgot.
I forgot.
He definitely did.
Well,
Oh,
we
you
the
didn't.
TYS podcast in case I didn't introduce us.
You didn't do that.
I will not say my name again.
You just didn't. You
I'm
did
Jordan.
not say your name.
Keem don't like the introduction,
You
so
don't like
I'm
the
Jordan.
introduction.
How you want to do this?
You could just, I don't know, skip the introduction. Forget it.
He
Skip.
not skip the introduction. He did the introduction already.
I'm Jordan.
I am Allie.
We did this already.
Who are you?
We did it already.
Say your
I said it
name.
at the beginning. I'm the only one that's.
You didn't say your name. I can't wait to look back at this video and like send it to you.
Y'all gonna apologize to me. We definitely did
I
this
Alright.
apologize.
earlier because I was talking and he's like saying my name. I'm like, oh damn, boom. No, my fault.
Oh, but you said your name?
Earlier.
All right.
And Starks is shooting.
We were looking like
So-
some people.
Y'all weekends? How was y'all weekends?
What did I do this weekend? Oh, I had a good. My weekends be lit. Last couple weekends. No, I actually I went to a '90s party and I went out to the club, which wasn't terrible. It just
in the club, know what's up.
right. What's why you say? Bring it back. See, that's the kind of moment we had this weekend. That's why we started playing all that stuff.
So you went to the club.
Went to the club.
Went to the boogie.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It was really chill. I feel like I cooked all weekend. I cooked everything.
Okay.
I cooked chicken. I cooked breakfast. I cooked everything.
I don't know what I did this weekend, man. I really forget. I'm having a good night though.
Nigga, I saw you Saturday.
What we do?
B's birthday party.
Yep, Big B. And I don't remember most of that night.
That is.
I don't
If
remember
you
the end of that night.
Anything funny I did that night? Please let me know because I don't. Remember
I don't remember the end of that
I don't
night.
remember seeing you.
You don't remember seeing me?
I swear to God.
That's crazy.
I swear to God. You telling me that? I'm like.
I talked to this nigga for about 10 minutes in one spot.
That's my father. Rest in peace. I remember seeing you.
That's crazy.
Crazy. What type of life are you guys living?
See how faded this nigga was? This nigga turned down a joint I offered him and
Damn.
don't even remember it because he was that faded.
I'm turning it down. I turned it down, right?
Yeah, you turned it
There we
down.
go.
I was out living a wholesome life.
That's how
when this
smart
was
I am.
going
Oh
on.
my gosh,
How you
shut up.
Listen to wholesome life. You listen to Yin Yang Twins.
While you guys were out turning up, I was
You was out
Oh.
turning up too.
reading the
listen.
Bible.
We were turning up. Oh yeah. He was there too.
It was a lot I
We
missed.
were turning up.
It was 2 midgets that I missed. I was upset about that after I saw the recap.
Do you remember what we did after we went to the spot?
My weekend was cool.
What spot you go to?
We going nowhere. I went home.
Everybody.
Do you remember me picking you guys up?
Know what's
Huh?
Do
up?
you remember me picking you guys up? Do you remember that?
Picking us up. Oh, you did pick us up. Wait.
Yeah, I was
Did you
coming
see
from
me
the
too?
club. No.
I'm about to say, damn.
Oh,
You guys
shit.
might have went somewhere
Okay.
else, though.
No. Because I don't remember, to be honest with you, 100% honest, I did not remember how I got home that night. I woke
You
up.
drove.
I know I drove. I ended up.
Oh yeah,
That's
man.
terrible.
That's terrible.
No, but
Anybody
listen,
watching, we like to keep everything
we don't
safe.
condone driving under the influence, but I did that shit. So I'm going to tell y'all what happened. I woke up Sunday morning, which would be the next day, right? Because it was Saturday night.
Right.
I woke up Sunday morning and I needed to get something downstairs from my car. I had some type of sweet and sour sauce or barbecue sauce on the steering wheel and on my car seat. And I don't know what the fuck I did before I went home. That was the only evidence I have of whatever I did.
Sound like you had a 3-wop with the sweet and sour and the barbecue
That is
sauce.
unbelievable.
I think I went downstairs to my car. I said, what the fuck happened in here? And then, yeah, but I didn't remember how I got home. So you did pick us up. Okay, that makes sense. I'm putting everything together now.
Yeah.
You wasn't that wholesome then. You picked up them heathens. Because the shit we did before you picked them up.
You guys
I
are
hate
terrible.
this nigga kid, dog.
You guys are terrible.
I went home. I had me a home cooked meal.
Yeah.
I was gone. Fell asleep on the road and everything. That's what I done. I ain't gonna lie to you. I woke
You
up.
see what I mean? Nigga tried to shame me. He fell asleep.
You know, all them goddamn yellow bumps on that car on that.
Oh, shit.
Like, damn,
Wait. That is not funny, you guys.
I was a 71 going. 71
hold on, wait.
going south.
Oh, wait,
What?
all BS aside, that's not funny.
No, listen. What I will say is,
Stop laughing right now then.
on this
Damn
podcast,
shame.
we do not condone driving under the influence.
Yeah,
But
that's
Don't
not
smell
okay.
my
No,
shit.
there's no
Huh?
but.
Don't smell
There
my
is
shit.
no
Go.
but.
Go. Cut the commercial.
all right, wait. All right, I'm straight face. On this podcast,
That's a commercial.
we do not condone. On this podcast, we do not condone
We
drinking.
don't. That's
and
actually
driving.
not smart. You
But-
should not do
On
that.
this
But-
podcast,
There's
we all drink
Uber.
and
But
drive.
listen.
There's
On this
Uber.
podcast, we all drink and drive.
There's Uber. There's Lyft. There's so many other ways for you to get home.
But
Matter
listen-
of fact, you guys
But
Uber.
But listen,
I
can,
just thought it was
hold
one
on.
of those people, y'all
Can we
really
be
cool.
honest for a second? Can we be 100% honest for a second?
Go.
Driving drunk
Oh God.
Isn't-
You about to say something stupid.
isn't
Damn. What are you doing?
driving drunk isn't the most dangerous part. It's driving drunk and sleepy. Driving sleepy,
they're literally-
sober is more dangerous than driving drunk and being 100% awake.
They're
Tell me I'm
legitimately
lying.
Both terrible. Please don't listen to that.
No.
They're both just as bad. Like driving
But one
drunk
is
isn't
worse.
as bad as
But
driving
if we
drunk
gonna
and
be honest-
sleepy. They're literally both
If
just
we're gonna
as
be
bad.
honest, one is worse.
For
I'm
you,
not
some
condoning.
people-
I'm not condoning either.
One's-
Don't drive drunk.
One's
don't
bad.
drive
The other
sleepy.
one's like guaranteed death.
Pull
you know
over.
what I mean? They're like,
But what I'm saying is, if we
That's
gonna be
not-
honest, driving drunk and being fully awake ain't as bad as driving sleepy and being sober.
yes, it is because you are still impaired and you can't. See as clear. A lot of times, you know what? I'm
Do
not
you
about to
drive
argue.
high?
I'm not arguing this. Am I really like debating this?
But, what I'm
Do
saying,
you drive high?
watch, This what makes this. Where the balance come in? Are you saying getting into the car drunk or drinking while driving?
No. Getting into the car drunk,
Okay,
drinking while
so-
driving
So
is
that-
debatable because it's like you probably not gonna be drunk till you get wherever you going.
Yeah, but you might come across some traffic.
That's true.
So I would say that getting into the car.
Map it out before
drunk
you drink
is
and then
worse
drive.
Is worse than just getting sleepy on the road. Like you just got sleepy. 30
No,
minutes of
what
ride.
I'm saying is getting into the car drunk and fully awake, as a person who's done it,
And getting into the car sleepy.
and getting into the car sleepy.
Drunk and
That's the same
sleepy.
thing.
he's
I'm
saying drunk and sleepy.
I'm saying being sleepy is worse. I'm saying the part that where people are like bad when they drive, if they're a little inebriated. Let's not even say they wasted. Let's just say they had a couple shots. So you're not to the point of legal intoxication, right?
Depending on who.
Depending on who. But if you're also sleepy, that's what makes it deadly.
He's saying driving drunk is one thing, but driving drunk and sleepy is worse.
Because you got to think, most of the time you drunk, if you do drive home, which you
Driving
shouldn't,
drunk and
it's
sleepy,
like
but
2 or
you
3 in the
can't-
morning.
Somebody who's drunk's not worried about them being sleepy.
No,
So-
I understand that, but I'm saying that part is what makes it more dangerous.
So drunk.
And sleepy, because I've almost crashed driving sleepy and being sober, like any time of the day, no matter when it was. But just drunk, I made it.
You know
like I
what-
was okay.
You know what's an amazing option?
Okay, I get you.
Pulling over.
It is, but it's just sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like if you told her you was gonna be there in
Not
like
on
30 minutes and don't go to
71.
sleep.
Not on
Huh?
the 71 freeway, you ain't pulling over.
With the 71.
Too dark out there.
Yeah, 71 is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you might walk
71.
around and get- You know what I mean?
All right, don't drive drunk, don't drive sleepy.
For sure.
Yeah, that's
Um,
wild.
Yeah.
At all.
Where were we going?
I have no idea.
Did y'all watch football this weekend? It was week
Nah.
1. Week 1 of the NFL.
You didn't watch football?
I
Oh
watched
my
football last
gosh.
year.
Let me break.
Y'all not no Capper niggas.
What?
Kaepernick took the settlement.
Keep going.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He
We
settled.
don't-
Why can't I?
Actually, they don't necessarily know if Kaepernick took this.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And he's not
No, listen,
necessarily
listen.
getting any money from
I
what
know
he.
his little sister. We used to do some things. He took the settlement.
Oh my gosh.
He took the settlement.
So
really
okay.
can't.
So you didn't watch football this weekend. Allie, did you watch any games this weekend?
Yes, I watched. I watched a lot of games. I'm gonna
This nigga is crazy.
first. I guess we could talk about.
Knowing a nigga's sister is crazy.
No. That's not how you. That's not how
Saying
you
we
say
used to
it.
do some things. I know he took the settlement.
What is things? Whoa.
You let us know.
I'm taking it
Let
too
us
far
know.
with it.
What is
No,
things?
you
What did y'all
let
used to
us
do?
know.
Get your minds out the gutter.
What is things referring to? Y'all used to
Oh
play
my God.
checkers on the weekends. What the fuck were y'all doing?
What
Checkers.
things you
That
do?
is one of them.
I can't do this.
Now y'all feel stupid, right?
No,
No, I
not
don't,
at all.
because I-
not at all.
Now, you don't know
Not at
nothing.
all.
What do you know? What do y'all know? What do you know?
King, stop fighting us on this.
What do y'all know?
All right. So continue, Allie.
It's a mission of guilt right there.
So, what about those Lions? For anybody that doesn't care, which most of you guys don't, I do.
Nobody cares
I don't
about
care.
the Detroit Lions.
Yes, I am a Lions fan. Lions had one of the most amazing / terrible games that you could ever have due to the coaches. They were like 24-9 for all the way up into the third quarter. and then they get to the fourth quarter, don't score anything, tie it up, go into overtime just to tie the game 27-27 for the Cardinals.
Cares
It was
about the
terrible.
Lions,
Moving on to
except
the
for you and
Rams
Eminem.
and the Panthers. The Rams and the Panthers both had a decent. They had like an okay game, but the Panthers defense, I think,
Rams
is
were
what.
shaky. I ain't gonna lie.
They're really shaky. But the defense for the Panthers, I think, is what made it amazing.
They
But
almost lost that goddamn game. It pissed me off.
yeah, and what saved them is the fact that Cam and them didn't do much better. Like every time they'd get to third and down, they couldn't close anything out.
They
So
both had shitty performances.
Yep.
So did the Cleveland Browns, who I'm also not sold on. Niggas had all this hype about the Browns before the season, and these niggas
Whoever has hype about the Browns?
well, they had all this hype because they
Like-
got Odell, they got Jarvis Landry,
Yeah,
they got
right.
all these niggas on the team, and they came out and shit the bed.
Real quick, how y'all feel about Odell wearing the?
The Richard Millie? Richard Millie on the wrist? How y'all feel about that? You see that? Nigga Odell was out there with a $350,000 watch on.
Yeah.
Gotta win the game.
Huh?
Gotta win the game.
You got to win the game.
I don't think so.
No?
Why?
Because it's like, it just looks
What's
wild.
the point? Yeah, like why?
Well, no. He's wearing a watch.
Because at that-
he's wearing a watch that he can afford.
A $350,000 watch on the field?
That's not. That's nothing. Don't worry about
First
it.
of all,
He's wearing his watch. You're wearing your hat right now.
no, it's not the same.
That's that.
No.
that.
You cannot say that.
How is that the
Because
same?
it's somebody's kid. It's some grown adult that looked at that same hat and cannot buy it.
Let me tell you what I think this is. I think this is Odell who enjoys attention, I would say, and he's not in the New York market anymore. He's in fucking Cleveland. So if you lose and don't win no games out here, we just not gonna cover you at all because nobody gives a shit about Cleveland sports like that. So if I'm Odell and I love attention, I'm gonna put a $350,000 watch on my wrist to make sure that even if we lose this game, my name is gonna be in the tabloid somehow. That's what I got from that. But that's bullshit because
It's not bullshit.
It is bullshit.
We're talking about Odell.
that's self before team.
We're talking about Odell. That's not self before team.
That is self before
He
team.
put on a watch he can afford. He just put
Nah,
on his
bro.
cleats.
That's
That's
self
Can
before.
his cleats not be 300,000?
That's self before
No.
team.
Who are we to be in the goddamn stairs? Like, you better not put that goddamn watch on you.
It's just extremely
What's the
niggerish of you to
point?
put on a $350,000 watch
Oh,
and
to-
jump
to
on
To
the
put
football
on a
field.
watch,
To the ones who
period.
can't afford it.
Who else is wearing a
No,
watch?
just period,
Well, we were
kid.
watching Deion Sanders and those cats wear chains.
Yeah, change a little
That's
bit.
different.
No,
It's not the
We're
same.
talking about money, though. We're talking about.
I get what you're saying. No, I get what you're
It's
saying.
somebody he's wearing what he can afford.
No, I don't think it's him actually wearing what he can afford because like how I just said chains is a little bit different. In my mind, I think a lot of people's mind it is different from him actually wearing a watch. Like why? Who wears a watch during a football game?
I'm pretty sure somebody else wore a watch. Probably an Apple Watch.
I've never seen.
I guarantee you to have it.
never seen it because nobody's put a goddamn camera. and
I'm
said,
gonna
"Hey,
I'm
yeah,
research it. I'm gonna research it after
No,
we
we
leave
can
here, but
actually,
I'm
like-
almost willing to bet that nobody has.
Yeah, like why? Like
Okay,
they
and
have.
I'm all about
respect.
that too, though. So he's a trendsetter. Like
Nah,
he's a trailblazer.
he just wants the attention. The
He
same
got
way
it. That's
he
what I'm
just
saying.
wants the attention. The same way AB wants attention.
Oh,
This
man.
nigga wants attention.
That's what I'm saying.
Antonio
Okay, this is what
Brown.
I'm talking about. As far as is what I was. God damn it! Y'all frustrated.
The same way AB is looking for attention, this nigga wants attention.
And they're getting it.
AB
Where's the listen,
AB
think
created
about
a
this.
commercial on his own
Listen.
about his release from the
We're
Oakland
on a
Raiders.
we're
His
on a
own
podcast
commercial.
right now. We're on a podcast right now. We are talking. There's nobody else here. There's 4 people plus 5 people here, right? Do we want attention from everybody outside of this room?
Let it count.
We want attention. Do we want attention from everybody outside this room? Yes, we do. We're working for it. We want attention from everybody else that's gonna watch this. We want their attention. So that's gonna build our platform.
That's not the same thing.
That's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
So you saying we should like all put our money together and just go get like a?
No, I'm saying that. I'm saying that he said that they want attention. They want attention. Yes. Work for it. Got it. And now they're getting their attention.
I get that.
That's what's
I get
wrong.
that.
What are we doing now at this point? They not doing nothing wrong.
It's still dumb. It's
That's
dumb.
that's not cool what you're doing. That's not cool what neither one of y'all doing. And I can't
Why?
wait till our 100 episode.
When you-
I can't wait till the 100 episode. We're gonna get to 100 episodes. And y'all look back at this, and I'm telling y'all.
And we
When
say
you-
that was
when you-
dumb
when you
as
are-
hell when he did that.
You can't lose and do that. Period. You can't lose. You can't lose and do some shit like
You
that.
can. He can.
No, he cannot.
Yes, he can.
No, he cannot.
Yes, he can.
Because exactly what we're talking about, me and Ali are talking about right now, they talked about this shit all this morning.
Antonio Brown.
Oh man, y'all gonna love me.
AB.
Antonio Brown
Love y'all gonna love me.
forced his way out of Oakland by burning his goddamn feet and missing 4 weeks of camp, and then making a commercial with John Gruden's voice over a phone call, and then the nigga left, or he got released.
Release. Picked up.
Picked up by the Patriots, who are no doubt the evil empire of the fucking sports world at this point, because they just sign anybody. As long as the nigga can run a route and catch a ball, they'll sign him.
Somebody on Twitter posted, I don't even know. You guys remember when Suge was at, I forget what award show that was.
The Source Awards?
Yes.
That's Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is Suge Knight.
Oh my gosh.
Bill
I
Belichick
hate
is the
social
equivalent of
media.
Suge Knight.
And they posted him on. Said nobody. Then it said AB. What was that? What was that? That music video that I can't stand. Y'all always play.
Thug Lovin', Ja Rule, and Bobby Brown, which is by the way the greatest
Y'all got this back in my playlist.
the greatest music video of all time. It said nobody in the AB, and they had Bobby doing the kick off the helicopter.
I hate that.
If you haven't seen Thug Lovin' by Bobby Brown and Ja Rule, I promise you, if after you listen to this and you watch it, it will be your favorite music video ever.
It's
Just watch Bobby Brown the whole video. But yeah, so AB forced his way out, ended up getting picked up by the Patriots. And then today, in breaking news around, I don't know, like 4 or 5 o'clock, was accused of sexual assault and rape on 3 separate occasions with the same woman who he hired as a trainer. So those her statements were, I guess, that
I'm definitely not laughing at that.
I'm not laughing either. On a couple different occasions,
I was thinking
on a couple of different occasions, he made inappropriate advances. Even one time, I guess they were there together, maybe at his house.
Do
or
you
something.
believe it?
And hold on. And allegedly, he started masturbating behind her and came on the back of her neck. Now, AB's team issued a release also immediately following these allegations, which I'll read real quick. So it says, Mr. Brown denies each and every allegation in the lawsuit. He will pursue all legal remedies to not only clear his name, but to also protect other professional athletes against false accusations. So basically what it goes on to say is that she asked AB for $1.6 million to invest in a business project of hers, and I guess he refused to pay it. So she, I guess, was in her feelings about it in this situation. Also, she resurfaced that was 2016. She resurfaced in 2018 and offered to train him, and they engaged in a consensual relationship, according to his team. And that after the incident of where she talks about him doing what he did, it says that she came to visit him a few more times after the alleged incident. So I just don't know what the fuck to believe right now. I don't have enough facts, I feel like, or enough evidence. So I don't believe anybody. I don't believe her. I don't believe him. I'm just kind of neutral on this situation. But I
believe him.
I don't believe anybody. But what I will say is it's very fishy that he got cleared for $20 million guaranteed yesterday, and a lawsuit gets hit on Tuesday.
So you do believe him a little more than her, though?
I don't know that I'm leaning either way.
Oh.
But I'm just saying, like, I just need to see more facts because I don't know what I believe right now. I don't believe shit. Allie.
And I know y'all getting bored.
I don't know. I agree. I think I'd have to like see all the facts. I grazed over like everything.
Oh, man.
No, I did.
Y'all
I
bullshit
really.
right now.
I'm sorry.
Why y'all gotta see facts? What do y'all
Do I
What you
actually
mean? Why do I gotta see
don't
facts
know.
for a rape case?
Bro,
You don't. I think I would need to
really
assess
don't
facts
know.
for that.
Did y'all believe Kobe? Or you thought he did it? Was y'all neutral?
I actually didn't know that much. When you guys were talking about it, I found out more. I didn't know all the details to that.
I don't think Kobe did it.
Why are you answering that? How you able to answer that? Like
Because the case is over with. They went through trial like and presented all the facts and stuff. Like after I got older and I look back, I don't think he did it.
Okay. Me neither. Me neither.
Okay, so back to AB. I don't know. I was actually just reading some of the. I think he wrote her something. He wrote the girl something. So I meant to read some of that because it kind of seemed like he was admitting to.
I know what you're talking about, and I saw those too. But that looked like that was like screenshots of an email or something, and it was like terribly
Who we talking
written.
about?
Like a 6-year-old wrote it. It was something. I think it was something
he,
fake
like, wrote-
that got put out, but I don't know. That's why I said I need more facts because I just don't know what's real and what's not. Like.
That's just the game.
But the only reason I don't know is because it can like easily flow both ways. I've seen it like fly both ways.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
he's lying and she's lying. So it's just like, and that's the sad part because usually you would think that like, no, we believe this person, but no, it's like I don't know. Women are crazy, dudes are crazy.
yeah.
I don't know.
So until I get further facts, I don't really have an assessment on that case in particular. But what I will say is on the football field, as far as football goes, this nigga's losing his goddamn mind. He needs to just get somewhere and sit the fuck down and just catch some passes because this
He
nigga,
did.
huh?
He's there.
Now, but will he shut the fuck up for the rest of the season? Is my like
He
thing.
will.
I don't know that.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I
know that.
can't see him.
I
doing
think
any
he
more
will
things.
because the Patriots will release his ass because they really don't give a fuck like that. Like, so I think he'll behave there just because they don't need him. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. They don't go to Oakland. Too goddamn good to be open.
but
You know what they about over there.
yeah. So anything else happened with the NFL?
I want to say that was it.
No,
It was a good first week.
242.
I didn't watch. I saw somebody get knocked the fuck out. I saw a clip of that. I didn't see the whole.
It's like Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yeah,
He
yeah, yeah.
fought Dustin Poirier for, I don't think it was for a title match, but essentially like the next fight might be either like Khabib and Conor again or Khabib and Tony Ferguson.
I wish I would have watched it because I'm mad I missed it. I fuck with Khabib. I fuck with Khabib after the McGregor
You
fight
gotta start paying attention.
because he was like
Yeah, he
you know
locked his
McGregor
shit.
was doing all his shit to sell the fight or whatever, and Khabib was like,
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
y'all let him talk about my religion and my family and all this shit, and it's just supposed to be just selling the fight. Like, I'ma fuck him up. Like, and then he ended up fucking him up, jumping in the crowd, fucking his homies up. Like, and after the fight again, he was like, I don't understand like how it's not okay for me to whoop everybody's ass, but you literally let them talk about my faith and all this stuff. So I felt him. I was like, you feel me? Like,
Nah, for sure. All right, see that hot wing night. Hot wing, tacos.
The thing about him, and I hate why he's not talking about more, is he's never even lost a round in his life.
yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah,
that's
he
crazy.
crazy.
They had a video of him after the McGregor fight when he was 4 years old and he was wrestling a bear cub and
Yeah.
winning
Yeah.
for about 5 minutes. He was 4 years old wrestling a bear cub
Yeah, he made.
and winning the fight. Did y'all tune in to the Apple keynote today?
I did. I was getting all the stuff from you guys.
I did just to see
I
how
was
they
in
was
a
going
meeting,
to
too,
take my
and I was
goddamn
like,
money this year.
"Oh."
I'm not sure what the fucking the iPhone Pro does, but I'm end up getting the shit just because.
Are you guys that into like? I honestly don't pay attention to what Apple releases until I'm literally ready to get like when I'm done with this one or this phone is tripping, then I'm like, let me go in there and I weigh it out. Okay, let me get one. But it's not like I don't really break it down and like.
This is the thing.
Just
I don't get everything every year when it drops, but I usually always get a new phone. And
every year.
Yeah.
God.
Because
Okay.
some cell phone providers got that upgrade program where you can upgrade your phone.
Yeah, mine
every year.
does. I just don't see the point.
But
Still extends what you're paying.
huh?
It extends what you're paying, right?
Yeah.
And that's-
Yeah. I just don't see the point. I'm just like I'm
that's why I
literally
keep my phone 3 years at least.
But
Yeah.
this the thing, and this is why I
a
start.
little too.
Yeah.
No need.
That's why I started doing it more. It's because every fucking year, like maybe 2 or 3 months out of September, Apple somebody is in a room pushing a fucking button that makes your phone start fucking up somehow.
But you got a good year and a half on your phone before they do that, and then you just struggle for the next like 6 months. That's right at the, like
fuck
the
that.
2-year mark.
Because it happened.
Like,
It happened.
nobody gotta get
It
a new
happened to
one
me.
each year.
It happened to me like 2 months ago. I think. No, not even 2 months ago. Maybe a month ago. The night I was meeting y'all at the hookah lounge.
I remember you mentioned it.
I literally almost couldn't get back home from where the fuck I was because I couldn't press no buttons. Like, I couldn't press any apps at all on my phone.
And that's your fault.
How's that my fault?
You still supposed to know how to get home.
No. This the thing is that I was somewhere completely unfamiliar. Like, it wasn't like.
Was you in LA?
No, I wasn't in LA.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't in LA. I was in Orange County somewhere.
God damn it. I'm talking about. God damn, man.
What?
I'm talking about Orange County somewhere. When I say LA, I mean California. Like, was you in California?
Nah, I was.
Nah,
Orange County and
you might
LA.
not know
That's not the same
all
thing.
this.
Like, if you get lost somewhere in Tustin,
You
I
get
guarantee
lost in
you might not know how the fuck to get back.
Tustin?
If you get lost somewhere in Tustin, I guarantee you
In
might
Tustin?
not know how to get the fuck back home.
Tustin only
Well,
got a couple
you live in
roads.
IE, so never mind.
Tustin only got a couple roads.
But if you got
Orange
lost somewhere,
County,
like, in-
you do have to.
Nah, I mean.
As long as you figure out where the freeway is, like everybody knows the freeway.
This is not, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. To where I was, I literally couldn't find the freeway for like 15 minutes.
You know, we grew up in the ages where you pull over.
And
and ask
this shit
people
ain't the
stuff.
70s. Like, I'm not
Yeah,
pulling
where
up
the-
to
where
a
the
rest
five
stop and
at?
asking, can I see your local map so I can figure out how to get home, sir?
We grew up in that area, like, hey, where the 5 at?
Yeah.
Where the 91 at?
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
We grew up in an era where you remember before you went out
The
or you were about to go to a
furthest- the
party, you would literally go on
MapQuest. The
MapQuest,
furthest back I
write all the
remember-
directions down.
The furthest back I remember is MapQuest, and I don't remember having to use that with my parents and my grandparents after 4th grade.
We use that all the way up to like high school. And go ahead and write it down real quick. Don't you dare get lost.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I asked my grandma, because my grandparents moved out here from Louisiana. I'm like, how did y'all get here? And then when y'all got to LA, how did y'all? She was like, we just stopped at every rest stop and asked for a map. And I was like,
But then the thing is, the 10, it's crazy.
well, the
how
10
far
takes
the
you
10
straight.
goes.
Yeah, the 10 takes
So
you
all
straight
you
from
need to do
Louisiana
is just
to
stay on the
California.
10.
But I was saying after they got to LA, like, you moving to LA for the first time ever and ain't really been out here before like that, and you got to figure your way around.
We used to really survive without maps. Just be riding. Be riding. That's crazy.
That's a feeling. That's why I like.
I
right
love
now,
that.
I'm trying to just do like nostalgia type things, and if I can, so I'm off the ground right now.
Yeah.
And that's like weird, but it's tight. It's so tight. When I hear people talk about certain things, I have
No
I
idea
have no
what's
idea
going
what's
on.
going on. I actually like that.
Even at
I
the
think-
party, my fault. Even at the party
No,
the
you're
other
good.
day, like it's pictures and everything that came out about it, and people hit me personally after they think I'm not responding. Like, damn, like I just enjoyed the party in that moment,
Yeah.
like I did as a teenager. Left, I don't have pictures. I don't have nothing to like
Yeah.
go back to that. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like
No, I feel you.
it's a feeling right now.
I struggle with that because every time I go places, I hardly ever take pictures. Just because I'm always like in the moment or whatever I'm doing. But then I go back and I'm like, oh, I wish I had a picture of that, or I wish I had a picture of this. So, but like everywhere I go, my phone, I'll literally give somebody my phone, like here, because I just want to be where I'm at and enjoy it. And I can't enjoy it, and I'm gonna miss something if I'm on my phone. But then I always go back and wish I took one picture.
I want to get to the point where I don't have to use my phone no more that much.
You just put it down. Like
You
it's
got- you got
crazy.
social
Just
media.
put it
Huh?
down.
If you get on social media, you wouldn't use it like that.
Well, now I kind of got to use social media, but it's like,
And
No,
what?
you don't have to use it to the extent you think you do.
no, I don't have to use it to the extent I think I do, but it's like, if I got to use it for this, right, and then after that,
You sign out.
I'm gonna just be on there, like,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's your
Right.
decision at that point.
It's, yeah.
And
My
still, like,
sister-
that's always been my decision. Like I've been saying, like I've always been trying to use the excuse. I'm using it for business. I don't need
Unless
that
you're
for
getting
business.
paid, and I got paid to run social media accounts, and I hated it because I knew everybody's business. So unless you're getting paid, you really ain't gotta be there. My sister does this thing, and she's still on social media. I feel like she's still on more than me. But she does this thing where every single day there's a time, she puts like an alert on her phone where she can't be on social media.
I
For
think
her,
I might do that. I think I might start out with that, like blocking out a couple hours.
for
every
her
day.
it just kind of, I don't know what I gotta ask her, I don't know what she works on at that time, but she literally puts like an alert on her phone where she can't be on it for this amount of hours. So
So it's that hard for you then.
It is.
That's crazy. And I get it right now.
I would honestly say like that I'm probably addicted to social media. Like to the point where I'll keep picking up my phone to check,
Yeah, bro.
for whatever reason. And I might not even have nothing going on. Like I might not even be talking to nobody at the time, but I'm gonna just check my Twitter feed or check.
Yeah, but you don't understand what it's doing to you in the real life.
Yeah.
Like it does
And-
something to you in the real life.
And how much
Just a
time?
How much time
How
you
much
spend?
time you could literally?
You spend
You
hours.
could literally, be scrolling, not even accomplishing anything, not posting anything, not researching anything. Literally
Just
just
scrolling.
Picture,
And
picture,
that's
picture.
how I look at this shit. It's like you're not listening to a book, you're not reading a book, you're not listening to an audio book, you're not sitting down doing no homework, you're not doing shit but figuring out what everybody else is doing.
Right.
That's the part I was like, oh, chill, King, because I've already
Yeah.
lived it outside of this. That's why I'm looking, tripping off you saying that, because I'm sure it's much harder for you.
It's and I think it's only gonna get worse as generations like continue. Like it's gonna be like you got all these parents like just sticking a screen in front of their kids like so that they
Yeah.
don't bother them or
Yeah.
here go iPad, here go, you know what I'm saying? And
Ooh, shit.
it's addicting. Literally, it's addicting because you creating that stimulus like in your brain to where it's like after I put this screen down and put this game down or this video down, like nothing else is gonna stimulate me to that point. So I just gotta go do it again. You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, so me checking Twitter every 2 to 3 minutes, like nothing else is stimulating me in my immediate environment to that point. So I'm just gonna keep checking it because this is
Yeah.
more interesting to me than whatever the fuck else is around.
You know
me.
how crazy, bro. That's niggas, man. They got a generation. They got a generation, few generations of robots right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. It's life crazy. All right, let me go to the next one.
Going back to MapQuest, I hate the fact that I'm so dependent on like Waze. There's times where I'll be in a neighborhood I know, and like
And you trust Waze
it'll
more,
be slow.
more
I'll be
than
like,
yourself.
oh my gosh, and I've literally had to put my phone on and be like, I know this neighborhood. Like, what am I doing? And it's just because Waze is going to tell me the quicker way to go. And it's like regardless if my phone dies, I know how to get where I'm going. Like I don't need to take every little right, left, twist, U-turn. But it's seriously crazy. Like
How much
I'll be
faith we put in
around-
technology,
Yeah, I'll
like-
be around LA. And I'm like,
Like,
I know where I'm
if-
going. Stop panicking.
Damn,
If-
bro.
if-
It's like, I like this right now.
If you were driving and you had the directions in your phone and somebody who knew the area better than you told you, no, go this way, you would
I
be
would
hesitant.
depend on Waze because they don't know the traffic that could be coming from the north.
Exactly. And that's your reasoning is that,
They don't know.
well, Waze know the traffic, so
Waze know the traffic,
I'm going to
which
just take this
honestly
way.
is really amazing. Waze is really amazing.
But they way could still be faster, but you're going to trust the technology more.
Nah, that usually doesn't happen. That, honestly, I'll just be honest. That really kind of doesn't usually happen. will say that.
I've had situations to where like I've been driving and following Waze, but I knew the area. Like for example, like I'm going back to my house or something like that, and I just forgot to turn it off, but I needed to start it from where I was at, right? And then I get let's say I'm in Carson, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know Carson pretty well, right? Let's say instead of getting off the 405 and going down Avalon and making a right on Del Amo to get to DA, I take the back area by the warehouses where 24-hour fitness and all that shit is, right? Waze would tell me to go down Avalon. If I did that, it would switch it up and then tell me the route is shorter. And then every time after that, it would tell me to go the way I went.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I've never had an issue with it. I just always tell people like, if you're out here, like know where you're going, because Waze had had me going through the hood. Turn left on Greenleaf.
It
I'll be
will.
like,
Yeah.
what? Why? Why do I need to go down here? Like, just to bypass traffic? I'm like, nah. Then I gotta, like, I don't know. It was like super late. I think it was like midnight or 1. And I think I was riding through Compton. I was riding somewhere. And I was like, all right. They told me to take a left somewhere. And I was like, okay, I know where I'm at.
You was definitely confident.
Yeah, like Greenleaf, I was definitely in Compton. But I forget this other time I was
Greenleaf actually
somewhere.
the same block, though. It's the same block.
Yeah, it's not that bad. But I forget where I was going, and then it took me down the street I know, and I was like, all right, clearly I'm just gonna get out of here because it was super late. I was like, I know where I'm at, and Waze don't know where it's taking me. Let me just go ahead and move on.
Speaking of navigation, I hate when Apple suggests where you might be going. I hate that shit with a burning passion.
You can't.
It makes you feel some type of way.
Huh?
You love social media, man.
Nah, but don't let me know that you know what I'm about to do.
Right. Don't suggest, am I going to work?
Huh?
They didn't. You let them know.
Yeah, but they're letting me know after the fact.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't tell me,
That's how crazy
but
it
don't
is.
tell me though. Like I don't like you letting me know that you know some shit. Like I don't like when I go to 24-hour fitness and I put in my pin and they see my name pop up on the screen and they say, "Have a good workout, Jordan." Don't let me know that you know my name. Like
What?
just let me go. Like,
you have to put your fingerprint in there.
I know I do, but I don't like the person behind the register who does not know me saying my name because it popped up on the screen. I don't like that. Maybe that's crazy, but it just makes me uncomfortable.
No,
That's not the same thing as your phone.
Huh?
That's not the same thing as your phone.
You saying you damn near born to this shit, social media. You've given them everything they need to know.
I have, but
So
don't tell me that you know.
You gonna go crazy out here.
Huh?
You will go crazy. You about to
Like,
go crazy.
it would be like,
You going crazy in like probably like the next 5 years.
it would be like somebody like telling you everything that you've looked up or researched like in the last year.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's the same shit. I'm talking about UFC. I'm talking about boxing again. My phone now, I got the ads talking about UFC and boxing.
Yeah.
It's just what I'm wise enough to know. Like, damn, I'm really with this shit. Like, I'm signing up for everything. I'm speaking around.
But
my
see,
phone.
even that don't bother me as much as the navigation shit for some reason. Like, when it's time to come here, or like if it's 5 o'clock on a Tuesday and it says
Headed down
to downtown LA to this address, that shit makes me uncomfortable.
So since you're technically addicted to social media, when you like go on dates and stuff and you're with girls,
I'm not on my phone.
You're not on your phone? Oh, you're a conversationalist?
The
Oh,
woman you're kicking
engaging.
it, though.
Huh?
You're also not a relationship.
If we
Relationship
even if we kicking it, I'm not on my
Yes.
phone. The only time
But you're not kicking with nobody that steady.
maybe it's not a real addiction.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like
It changes.
No. You're not kicking it with nobody that steady. You're, for how you put it, you're not with a steady relationship.
but even if I was, I still don't be on my phone.
You
When was
honestly
the last time?
can't
The
say
last
that.
time I was in a relationship.
When was it?
I've been addicted to social media since high school. So the last time I was in a relationship was when I was 21. I don't be on my phone like that when I'm with somebody. One of my love languages, one of the top ones is quality time. So I put my phone away.
Ooh.
Because it bothers me when other people are on their phone. Because I
Oh, it
know
does?
yeah, like because I know if I'm talking to you, you're not hearing what the fuck I'm saying. Or even if you hearing what I'm saying, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
Does it
Which
bother
is
you?
not true.
Does it bother
Huh?
you?
Don't bother me.
Yeah,
'Cause I
it
know
don't
how to do
bother
it.
me.
I know how to be on my phone and listen. That's just what
I disagree.
I know how to do it.
I don't think many people,
you
if
may
any,
not
can do
process
that. I
everything
think
coming your way, but you could still.
I think you
listen.
can hear. I don't think you can listen.
No. I can listen for sure and be on something. If I'm on my phone might be something that's not the main priority. What you're saying is the main priority, right? Because I might be, people are more advanced than others, so you might be talking about something. I'm like, okay, I know exactly where you're going with
He called you
this.
stupid.
I'll just wait for you there. That makes sense.
If it's a situation where like we just shooting the shit or hanging out, it don't bother me. But if I'm trying to have a conversation with you and you on your phone, that bothers me.
Yeah, but it depends on who you're talking to.
No.
Because it's like talking
No,
to a
it just
grandparent.
bothers me in
It's
general.
like talking to a grandparent. A grandparent, I've already lived the whole life you live. What you're about to say to me, I already know what you're about to say. So I might be
Wouldn't-
doing X, Y, Z while you're talking. I know where you're going already. I'll just meet you there. I'll meet you at the end of that conversation. And to you, you're like, oh, you're not paying attention to me. No, I know where you're going. I'm ahead of you.
Nah.
Yes though. And it's like I got peers that's ahead of me. I have peers that's my age. I have peers that's a little younger than me that is ahead of me in their experiences. So me talking about something that don't take away from them, that they can be able to hear me out and still do something because they already know what I'm saying. I don't know that they know what I'm
You
saying.
can't.
That makes sense.
I believe that you can't fully listen. I think you
It's-
can't
it's
listen.
not possible.
You can't fully listen while you're doing something else. I think you can. I don't care if you can listen 95%, 90%. I just think you can't fully listen the same as you would if you're giving it full attention to somebody.
Something is taken out of context. You can't read my body language. You
It's
can't
just-
see
it's- that's
any
just like
expression.
impossible.
Like, you know what I'm
It's not
saying?
the same
You
as-
can't fully understand how I'm feeling at that moment when whatever conversation we having. If you doing something else, like it just doesn't work like that.
It's like okay. It's like you doing a task. If you are putting your all into that task and you're not focused on something else, you're going to be able to give more to that task. Now, if you're juggling, you may be a good juggler, and you know what?
No, I'm laughing at him drinking.
And now if you're juggling, you may
So go back to Keem juggling.
you may be able to juggle really well, but it's not the same as you putting your all into that one thing. That's just how anything is. Like if you're focused on one thing, you're able to accomplish that quicker, faster, everything. But if you focus on two things, yeah, you can probably accomplish it, but it's not the same as one thing. So that's just like a life thing.
Can I explain something?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Let's get back to the grandpa thing, right? A kid, so I know what y'all saying.
Maybe able to do it better.
No, I know what y'all saying.
Right.
No, I'm saying it's personal because you cannot say that for everybody else. You may not listen that way. You may not comprehend that way. Now, if it's a grandparent and they see their kid or their grandchild out the street fall and hurt their, scrape their knee for the first time ever, the grandparents already ahead of where this kid, the kid running, crying, oh, granddaddy, I scraped my knee, and the thing is in the world. Mm-hmm. And he got his back turned, he helping the other grandchildren, and this kid feeling like you're not hearing me right now.
Right.
Right? The grandparent is just ahead of you. He knows that you're okay. I know you're okay, and I deal with you at the end because I'm coming with the Band-Aid. While you didn't panic and felt all type of ways.
Okay, explain to me you trying to spend time with somebody and then being on their phone. Because that's where this originated from.
Uh-huh.
Explain to me you trying to spend time. Let's say it's your girl. You trying to spend time with your girl.
What's the purpose of it, basically?
And she's just on her phone the entire time. Or 80% of the time, 90% of the time. She's just looking at her phone screen.
Depends on who I'm dating.
Yeah,
I'm a person that I work from my phone. So it's like, hey, now depending on the girl, I had different girls like they got a problem with me picking up my phone, just even mid conversation. They have a problem. Why are you picking your phone up in mid conversation? Because I work from my phone.
But you know what? I think it also depends on what we're doing too. Like me personally, it depends on what we're doing. If we're having a conversation where it's like I guess it's that deep, and it's not even about like we could pick up the phone just to see what it is, but it may not require our attention.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it may not require attention because whatever's in front of us is more important than what's going on right here. Now, if it was an emergency, I have no problem saying like, oh, hold on, or he has no problem saying like, wait a minute, I got to take this or I got to do this. But if what is going on in front of us is if our conversation is bigger than what's going on right there, then that's just how it is. But like, let's say if we're just spending quality time, I'm watching a movie. I don't know. It gets at some point y'all gonna be around each other forever. Not forever, but y'all gonna be around each other so much. Like if I'm watching a movie and you're not as into it's not realistic to think that you're gonna be.
That's
into
not
the
what
movie.
I mean. I'm saying, let's say it's a situation where you couldn't see this person as much, right? Mm-hmm. 7 days in a week, you saw him maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. So let's say 5 hours out of a week total, right? If you on your phone for an hour and a half out of 5 hours that I see you every week, that's a problem for me.
I kind of agree. And the only reason I kind of agree because I'm in that position. And if we ain't seen each other for weeks and I'm only seeing you for this day, you want undivided attention. Even if it's just for even if it's just for an hour. That's because your time is limited. Your time is limited. Your time is limited.
Depends on what the person is and what they got going on, what their life is.
Right.
So,
but if you know that nothing is going on at that time.
Listen, my job, my life, I can't sit up and say, you know what? I do it though still. I say, you know what, Sundays, whatever, I put aside to just kick it, or on a Wednesday, the way my schedule is, I won't do nothing for this day, right? But to keep my phone off?
No, not off.
Okay.
No,
we're not saying off. I'm saying being glued to your phone.
Like you
is
just
what I'm
over
saying.
here like this, and next thing you know, like let's say you haven't seen
Oh,
your
being glued to your
other.
phone. Okay.
You haven't seen your
that's what I'm
significant
talking
other for 2 weeks.
High ass.
Yeah.
I am high. I didn't know about glued to
I'm
your
talking
phone.
about being
Yeah,
glued
like
to your
just
phone.
being
I'm
like
not
this,
talking about
y'all watching a movie
just
like
checking
this
your
for
phone
2
and
weeks.
responding to a text. I'm talking about being on your phone.
About like, what I'm saying, because I'm saying actively, like you might not be glued to your phone a long period of time.
You might pick it up and use it a few times.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm talking about being glued to your phone.
Yeah, he's also talking about the level that he's on social media. So let's say y'all just kicking it. Y'all ain't seen each other in a long time, but you're just scrolling.
Watching people's stories and all this shit. Like, watching people's stories and all that kind of shit. That's what I'm talking
Girl
about.
doing that on you, it's over. She already getting hit.
Wait, what?
If she doing that, she already getting hit. I said what I said.
You
We-
know
next
what?
topic.
That reminds me of Twitter. What did he put
Oh,
up?
that guy went viral today too, huh?
Who?
That guy we talking about, he don't want to be talking about on the show.
All right.
He went viral today.
He went viral today.
Yeah, he
How
kind
go
of did.
viral?
He kind of did.
With what?
Yeah, he actually is viral. Shit, gotta be.
That's how much I don't
viral.
pay attention to social media. With what?
Viral.
He tweeted,
Oh man, you go goddamn, you go give it away. We ain't supposed to be talking about that.
nigga, you brought it up, nigga.
I was about to
And I
bring
said
up a
it's viral
tweet.
today. That's all I said. Well, you about to go give what he been viral about. Now we about to say who
Well,
he
we're
is.
all gonna be on social. Oh my gosh.
Fuck it.
Go.
All right.
Fuck
This
yeah,
is too
fuck
much.
it.
Take us into the next topic then. Transition us.
Nah, I want to hear it. And I'm sure everybody listening to it.
That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead. You were about to say it anyway. Go ahead.
Today, let me go back to the tweet.
Oh, snitching ass
Dang,
nigga.
this ain't got
Laughing
nothing
ass
to do
nigga.
with
You
the
a
tweet I was
snitching ass
talking
nigga.
about.
You a
It's
snitching
King
ass
fault.
nigga.
Today,
God damn.
no,
Next
yesterday.
topic, Allie.
It's your fault.
Oh my God.
Reason tweeted, there's this thing where I see women are saying, I'm saying what the fuck it is, because it's your
viral
fault.
thing?
It was on
That's
Everyday
literally what
Struggle.
I was about to bring up.
It was on Everyday Struggle.
What's Everyday Struggle?
The show that Joe Budden and Academics used to be on.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
See?
I responded back to it, so I didn't know that went viral.
Okay.
Okay, the tweet was, there's this thing where I see women are saying a man got to pay bills and eat pussy to get y'all to cook and do things for a man. This explains why y'all single, which is valid. For that specific group of women who are saying that, that's valid. Like, if you think that a nigga got to pay all the bills and I'm not even, if you with a girl, you should be eating her pussy. So I'm not going to go to that.
That's literally what
Eating pussy.
If you with her, yeah. If y'all together,
You should have eaten pussy, you said?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Like, you should just go.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
You
you want to
should.
or she wants you to.
Look, 'cause
No, you should. Like,
You
grow
should.
up. Grow
I'm
up.
saying because you want to or she wants you
do you expect head in a relationship?
Niggas
to.
eat. Grow up.
All girls don't want that though.
Huh?
All women don't want that.
Okay, a majority do.
They're
All
childish.
men, I'm sure, don't
They're
want head,
childish.
but a majority do. If we speaking generally,
Okay.
so I'm
Yeah, man. I'm to the flow to the top.
I'm ignoring the eating pussy part, but the paying all the bills
You
shit,
eat pussy?
huh?
You eat pussy?
I do. I'm saying I'm ignoring that in the context of this statement
Why?
because
Because it's something you want to do.
no, because
It doesn't matter. He's like that. The latter part of the statement.
it don't really
doesn't-
matter in the
it's
grand
not
scheme of
irrelevant.
what this is
Okay.
saying.
The more relevant part to that
Is the bills.
tweet is the bills part.
Is the bills part. Saying a man got to pay all the bills for you to be able to do things for
Right.
him. And that to me is stupid.
So I responded, and I can't remember exactly everything I put, but I put something like,
I got it right here.
"Oh, okay, my phone died. Wow, okay, so, and this is I."
No, we don't want no disclaimers first. Can we just say it?
I hate you.
Shit. You heard
I
what you
said, ladies, no man is responsible for paying bills that have your name on it. Hashtag adulting 101. I've never understood, and mind you, maybe I was raised different, I don't know. It never has ever crossed my mind to expect a man, like, oh, he wants me to do this, he needs to pay a bill or two. Like, I just don't understand that. It's
Do what? Look to my sexual favorites.
I don't
Anything,
know,
just anything.
Oh, he wants me to cook,
Cooking,
like, what bill are you
fucking
paying?
them, like
What?
whatever,
Why
anything.
Why should I? Why should I?
Like
expect
the
somebody-
the thought that women are living their lives assuming that as soon as they find a man that is also finding financial relief is fucking insane to me. Like the thought that you waiting this time to like why you single, okay, well when I get a man I ain't gonna have to pay these bills no more. Like that is fucking insane to me. Like
What do you think when you get a woman though, a wife though?
I'm thinking I have a partner. I'm not necessarily thinking like
I'm definitely thinking about around the fucking
you gotta
year.
cook. You gotta.
this is what I'm saying.
Good cooking.
If I get a girl,
Terrible.
my thought is not I never got to cook again. I'm not thinking that.
Nah, I ain't saying it again.
But that's what I'm saying, and that's what women think as far as financially. Like,
No, that,
like
not women.
this nigga's gonna pay all my bills. The women that he's speaking
Apparently a
to,
lot do.
the
I
women
didn't-
that he's speaking to in this tweet, this specific group, which is a good amount of women, are like, well, my man gonna take care of that, or I'm gonna find a man to take care of that. So it's like you going through your life with the thought in your head that as soon as you find a boyfriend or a husband that also comes with complete financial relief from whatever the fuck you had going on before. And that's just stupid to me. It's not even stupid. It's crazy. Like, because that's like me thinking like, okay, when I get a girl, when I get a wife, I'm never going to have to make food for myself ever again for the rest of my life. Like, expecting that. That's crazy.
I mean, okay. Well, I think it's more women.
Apparently, that's a thing, and a lot of guys actually do say that. I don't know. I've never been like that.
You don't think that there's women who are like that?
No, I know it's women like that. But
Okay.
I think that there's more women that actually,
Aren't?
yeah.
No. We all always do this shit. Every time we bring up a scenario, y'all bring up the counter of, well, it's people that aren't doing. We talking about a specific group of people right now.
About the specific group
We talking. That's like me bringing up a scenario with I don't know, with gang culture or some shit. And you like, well, it's more people that don't gang bang. That don't got shit to do with what we talking about right now.
For sure,
We
for
speaking to this specific group of women.
My fault.
God damn.
What I'm saying is, this type of thinking is crazy.
But
like,
I mean, what type of nigga falling for a girl like that though? Like, it's like, why we
they're
don't know the topic and it went viral. You know, hey, I don't know. That conversation is kind of like crazy to me. The topic is just crazy to me.
So how do you feel about it? How do you feel?
About
Have you came across women like that
that don't want to pay bills?
that have mentioned like, oh well, like have mentioned you needing to pay for something? I don't know whether it's you.
But I think most a man would want to do that though.
Everything? Pay for everything?
I think if a man
You know what?
had it,
To
he
go.
would.
If he had it, he would do it. I agree. If I had it, I would do it. But this comes in a situation where maybe you don't.
But wait, to tie into that, because Keon actually tweeted something where he was saying that, and let me know what you guys think about this. He said something about, and you can pull it up because I'm going to butcher this, but he said something about men should want to be able to pay for everything.
They should want to. I agree with that.
Is that, you do agree with that? Men should want to be able to pay for everything.
Personally, I agree with that. Men should want to. But if you cannot, then I don't think it's wrong for you and your girl or your spouse to split financial responsibility.
Right.
And I don't think it's wild of you to ask her to do that. But if you are in a position, if I'm in a position to where I can do it, then I will.
It ain't wild, but just know that that's what I'm saying. That's the thing about like life and growth and understanding is like, it's not wild. Yeah, we splitting the bills and all that, whatever, right? But it's about an independence thing. We came in this world by ourselves. We leave by ourselves. If this woman, it's rare that you ever see a woman who has it all with a man who has nothing.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
It's for a reason.
Wait, what? Hold on, let's go back. What?
It's rare that you see a
Yeah,
woman who has
shit.
it all with a man who has nothing.
Huh?
It's rare. It's rare. It's far less cases
It
of
is
women.
rare that you see a man have that.
What?
Wait a second, let me think before I might be confused.
I can name off 5 examples off the top of my head right now.
So you know, just give an opportunity to find a job. So we can move on what we was doing.
I hate you.
So that's all I'm
You're
saying.
annoying.
Damn,
Let me think about this.
Women date down far less than men do.
Yeah.
Okay, so that goes to his point.
So doesn't that contradict what you're saying? Is
No.
that as a man not have? Okay, so that's why I'm confused.
I
Because
was
women
here, y'all
definitely
got
date
me
down.
Y'all
Women
got
date
me
down
out.
all the time. So how is it rare that a woman will have something and a man won't, as opposed to? So I feel like you're contradicting yourself with that statement.
Financially.
Oh, where I was going is all these relationships be just bullshit to me. Period. They be bullshit to me. Most of our relationships are bullshit.
Okay, you gotta explain.
Most of all relationships?
Most of all.
Why?
What the fuck
Hold
does that
up.
mean?
Let me know.
Can somebody
Because
explain to me
listen,
what most of all means?
Some people are just in survivor relationships. Oh, I'm so weak at this stage in my life, and guess what I found? Somebody right here with me.
No.
Yes, it is.
Well, you know what? Okay, I take
Yes,
that
it
back.
is.
Every time I say no,
I won't say most. I'm not gonna say most.
I'm
I don't think
thinking
that's
about
the case. I don't
myself.
think that's the case with most.
It is most.
I don't think that's the case with
That's
most
all
people.
most
You know what?
You most
I
motherfuckers? Is that what you
don't
said?
I didn't
know.
say that.
Oh, I
I
thought that's what
don't
you
know
said.
if it's
No, you-
most. What is going on with y'all?
I thought that's what he said. I thought I heard that.
I don't know if it's most team, but I think there is a scary. I will agree with you. I think there is a scary amount.
It's most. That's why the divorce rate is higher than the 50%.
That's not true. It's lower.
It's 49%.
Oh, what is it? It's what?
It's lower.
49.
And that's just for the married motherfuckers. All right, now let's go to the people that's in relationships. You feel me?
We can't calculate that.
I'm just telling you, man. I'm telling you logic.
The divorce rate has dropped.
So yours? No, I'm not going to do this.
Go ahead. It's
No,
good. Listen,
no, because you had said it. So I was going.
I'm gonna be the nigga that y'all not. Let's go. Go ahead.
What you mean? I feel like for the first time, I will say, since we're getting
I feel
personal.
like for the first time, you
for
being
the
honest.
First time ever. I will say my last relationship was very much like that, and I will say for the first time
Meaning
ever.
They pay for everything.
Huh?
They had all the money.
He got on all the money?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
As far as what you were saying about, dang it, now I lost our train of thought. Dependent on,
Mm-hmm.
dang it, how did you word it?
Just like that, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just like that.
I can't even think of how you worded it, but I will say for the first time, I think it's not. What were we talking about?
We were talking about men dating women who have nothing versus
You
the other way
niggas
around.
got the same cap on. Got me hot right now.
Why do you notice that?
That shit
Why
just
do you
pissed me
notice
off
that?
right now. These two are the same niggas too.
The
They
Dodgers,
don't know each other. They two are the same niggas.
the Dodgers
Oh,
is pretty common. I
yeah.
feel like
Little twinsies.
Oh
Okay.
shit, my fault. My apologies.
That's so off.
we
No,
were talking
I really
about
wanna-
men dating women who have nothing versus the other way around.
No, but he said something. You said most of these relationships are.
Are a safety net.
are
Essentially, is what he said. People like,
Yeah.
I'm in a vulnerable spot. Look what I
Yes, that's
found.
it, that's
right.
it.
Okay, so going off of that, I think for the first time ever, I'm not. But I would say most of my relationships have been.
That's what I said. Most.
So yeah, so I will agree with that. I had to before I actually agreed, I wanted to make sure I knew
No, that's
what you were
what it
saying.
is. That's
But yeah,
what
for
it
the
is, man.
first time ever, it's not. But a scary amount are. Like there's something that I'm lacking. There's
Because
something
if
that I
woman,
was.
a woman right now, and since you are the woman on the show, and I will let's use you. All right. With all due respect.
Oh God, you're
Right.
wow.
No, listen.
Go ahead.
I'm telling you, if the man you have right now, one you in love with, if you found these same qualities in another man, and he was fine, I'm talking about the same qualities.
Okay.
You won't lose a beat.
I'm about to say no.
That's a lie.
I don't think that's a lie.
That's not a lie.
And
Ooh.
that-
Booyah. Thank you, Jordan.
I'm gonna actually agree with Ali on this
Thank
because I don't think
you.
that's a lie.
Only because why are you gonna agree with it before I even say?
Because state of mind.
No. Why are you gonna agree with it? Why are you gonna disagree with him?
Well, one, knowing you, that just wouldn't be the case.
Thank you.
But two,
Thank you.
also, I'm not gonna say that that's the case for everybody because, for example, I could meet. Like,
Basically, what King was trying to say
hold
is,
on, real quick. I could be friends with Keem, right? We could be homeboys. I could meet somebody with the exact same qualities as Keem, right? That maybe can help me out in life a little bit more than Keem can. But he not him at the same. Like we ain't been through the same stuff. We don't have the same friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like with any relationship, like you could find somebody who's better off than the other person. In a romantic relationship, I could find a girl who got the same qualities as my girl, but maybe she got more money, but she's not her. Like when you start putting in qualities and
You're not
objective,
thinking abundance. You're not thinking abundance.
when you start putting in qualities and objective things in about people, you removing the human condition and like connection that you actually have with people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool. No,
So it's not the same.
That's what the same
basically, what Keem is saying is that
start making
if I was
$100
about to find, if I was to find a man that had the exact same qualities as the man I'm dating right now,
But he made more money.
but made more money,
Keem think
I
you
would
would
leave, right?
You will be very tempted.
Why do you think that?
Okay, and the reason
Because
why
it's
I
human
say
nature.
no,
No, but-
It's
No,
human
it's-
nature. It is human nature. And
No,
guess
it's
what?
not.
Since y'all wanna
No,
say
it's
that-
I'm into
y'all
getting-
wanna
I'm
say
into
that,
getting
if you start making,
I'm into getting into the root cause of things. Has this happened? Has this happened to you?
no. I want to know if I
this
start
happened
making
to you?
$100 million, what?
one at a time.
Go
Has
ahead.
One
Let
at
him
a
finish.
time.
Let him finish this
One
thing.
at a time.
Go ahead. If I start making what? Go ahead.
$100 million.
Right.
If you made $100 million,
Right.
your tolerance. You know how much your tolerance is gonna change for the person you with right now.
No, not true.
And that's what I'm saying. You so removed from what the reality is.
No, I'm not removed with the reality
Take a
is.
seat together because you're in the remove section.
So okay,
You
let me
remove
ask this.
section.
Let
Remove section.
me ask this. Does it matter the difference in the money as opposed to me making more than him? And when I ask that is because I've been in plenty of relationships where I've made more.
Why you not together no more?
It didn't have anything to do with money.
I'm pretty sure you probably did.
No, it didn't. It had a lot to do with men keeping their dick in their pants. It had nothing to do.
In that case, I will go do that because you know why? Fucking this girl right here, she makes me feel much more whole because when I'm fucking her, I feel like I'm the draw. To go back to fucking on a girl that still feel like she got the upper hand on you, it's just a little different. It's a little different. A man ain't gonna tell you this though. Hey Jordan, you ever fuck the girl that you feel like she don't know she's out of my league, but I'm gonna keep playing like she's in my league. You knew.
Okay. No, I
Yes
get
and
that.
no.
I get that.
Yes and no.
But okay.
Hey man, it's cool. Whatever. That's what I'm saying. We gotta have.
We're gonna agree to disagree. We're gonna agree to disagree on this one.
Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree.
Nah, hold on. Because nobody answered my question. So what I was saying is, is that very similar to the scenario of the woman making more, or does it have to be $100 million, or just the woman making more?
Nah, I mean she can make more. She can make more, but it still got to be.
The reason why
It still got to be in a sight for him. Ain't no man. Listen, ain't no man that's getting respected by. There's no man right now walking this earth that's being respected by his woman.
This is coming from experience, and we're gonna get to this. But keep going.
There's no.
We're gonna get to the root cause of this because it's something.
I'm offended.
No, go ahead,
You're
please.
lying
I
on me.
no,
You're
I wanna
lying.
hear
I'm not lying on you.
That's not coming from experience.
Come
It's
on,
not?
I'll finish.
A little bit.
There's no.
Nigga said a little
there's no man walking this earth. Finish, because I want to hear this.
That's making a substantially lesser amount than his woman,
Okay.
and he doesn't have his vision. Like he's like really working hard to catch her and pass her up.
Right. I
Right?
agree with that.
And if he isn't, she doesn't have. He has little respect in that relationship, for sure.
Okay.
You don't think Oprah respects Stedman?
No, not like that. Not like that. No, she respect him. No, like she. No, not like that. No,
Interesting.
Basically, what
I'm sure she don't.
Where is this coming from?
I don't think it's coming from anywhere. I don't
No,
think
no,
it's
no.
coming
I'm
from
saying
anywhere.
for you personally, where is this coming from?
What do you mean, brother?
It's a root cause of the like this. Why you feel
Hey,
so
when I
strongly
tried
about
to get
this?
to root cause a couple weeks ago, you changed the subject.
When you feel
I'm
why,
gonna get into mine.
why you feel
You
so?
gonna
Well,
say
let's
yours
get
next
into
time.
yours.
So strongly about
Let's
I'm
get
gonna
into
this,
yours.
I'm gonna get
Let's get into
it.
yours. Let's-
I'm doing. I just want to point out. I'm doing what he did not do.
I got into the root cause of my issue.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I
You
did.
said when we first started all this stuff, and he was talking about.
It was something that he's like, no, I don't want to talk about that.
No, he
Like,
did. He
I
did.
did.
You did
We
mention
double
it.
backed and I did.
That was actually a really great episode. Let's move forward and talk about yours.
Well, okay, what?
What is the root
What is
cause
the
of you believing that if you make significantly less money than a woman
She
that
would leave you for something else.
that she gonna go fuck another nigga or blah, whatever the case?
I didn't say that though. But
You
I
did
know-
say that.
I didn't say that. I never said.
You said another nigga knocking that back or some shit like
No, I
that.
did not.
No, okay.
We're gonna have to rewind.
No, he didn't say that. But remember, because the reason why we started this is because you had mentioned that if I found the same qualities in a man that made substantially
Oh yeah,
more,
that's what you said. So
that I would be tempted
which
to
female
leave.
in
Why
your
is
past
that?
found qualities of a nigga that you thought were similar to yours, but he made more money than you and left?
So why do you
Nobody.
think that? Why
Nobody?
do you think that?
Why I think that? I just know. I know human nature. We won't listen. It's like
Keem has figured out human nature, y'all.
There's human
Out of
nature.
1,000 years of studying, Keem has narrowed this shit
No,
down.
this is the thing. No, but listen. There's
figured it
human
out.
nature. There's human nature, but then there's also men and women.
okay, men and women. Listen, I'm telling you right now. I'm asking you right now.
All right.
Just be completely honest too.
I'm being so completely honest.
All right,
And
go.
this is the thing, though, because
Okay, go.
I've been through that, and not substantially more, but
I
enough
said
where I'm
substantially.
pretty
That's
sure.
what I said, substantially.
What is substantial?
Enough, yeah. So what is substantially?
Out of
Because
his reach, where he's
Oh, yeah, not out of his
unmotivated. He's unmotivated now. He know you're not about to make more than her. No time soon.
okay,
He can't come in late. He can't do a lot of the bullshit. He's replaced like that. A woman's not playing with nobody that she feel like she don't need. He might be okay, boom, he ain't making no money, but he can fuck good or whatever it can be. Okay, cool, you come over and fuck me at these time of hours. But I'm gonna be saying I'm working. This time I was going on dates, getting fulfilled in many other ways at this time. It's just what it is. So what was the question you had for me?
I'm wondering why you think that if I found somebody that had the exact same qualities as the person I'm with, but made substantially more, why I'd be tempted to leave.
You'd be stupid if you didn't, I think.
Why?
Because the average human want to live life in abundance. You want more.
This is telling.
And see, the reason why I don't agree is because
you meet a level, we want more. That's
no,
life.
But I feel like it has a lot to do with upbringing and surroundings as well. So for me, and the reason why he's saying I wouldn't leave is because he has a little bit of an understanding of kind of like where I came from, and the way that I'm
not buying this
Wait,
shit.
let me ask you a question.
Why not?
You strictly view abundance and success, whatever you want to call it, as financial, like it's monetary.
No.
So how would she be stupid not to leave?
Just financially, why would I bank that all on that? See, for me, and this is so a little background just about my upbringing, my whole, and I don't know if this helps or anything like that, but my upbringing, my family, everybody, it was a very simple life where money isn't usually, and a lot of them, well, about half, a good amount, make good money. Some make decent money, but money has never been the objective where it's like, gotta get more. The only objective that seeped into is like my generation, my cousins and everything like that. But our parents, some work really great jobs, some work decent jobs, but it's the money is just like, you know, nobody's like working these crazy hours to get like, we all my family, our parents, aunts, uncles live a very simple life.
Man.
So that's how I was raised, to live a very simple life. But what I'm saying is, just throwing that into that, not sure that makes any type of difference. Why would I be stupid to not consider somebody that had the same qualities? If I have somebody that makes a good amount of money, has, you know, amazing qualities, but I found somebody that had those exact same qualities but made crazy amount of money, why would I be crazy not to?
Kim is a very interesting person.
I'm just interested because to me, I'm like, why would if I already have something
listen,
that's good?
I'm telling you.
If I have somebody, and this is not even throwing out numbers.
Depending on your character.
Okay.
Yes.
See, character.
No, depending on your character, your morals, your principles, you're going.
So how you gonna tell us we lying if it's dependent on character? Keem is the same nigga who got on here a few weeks ago.
That's crazy. I thought I was talking.
Keem is. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
You right.
Go ahead.
Crazy.
I'm gonna get my point off in a second though.
I was gonna say, you want it right now?
Go ahead.
Listen, I say that it's crazy. I'm talking about tolerance. So, yes, if you're working side by side, you know when you at work, you work more hours than you with your person.
You do.
Right? Just like school.
You do.
Now you're working side by side with somebody who is just like the person you like, oh, you got the same qualities. You hear how he treating all the women he dealing with and everything, right? Now, watch this. Boom. 6 months loving this guy, 6 months of being co-workers with the same guy that has the same qualities as your man. Right? You on the same page still?
All right. Gotcha.
Boom. Out of these 6 months, this guy, your co-worker, he's rising up the ladder.
Okay.
Right? Like, expeditiously, like my boy T.I. would say. Right? He's rising up the ladder. Your man over here with these good qualities, he was good starting 6 months. By the end of the 6 months, he's whooped. Like, he's whooped.
Everybody
he's whooped.
has.
Like, he's whooped and he's not climbing up. He's whooped. He's in a bad space right now. You know what the bad space does? Now he's doing little other things.
You adding context to what you said.
Yes, I'm adding context because I got to do that for y'all because y'all need it. When I'm trying to give y'all, I took y'all to the finish line. Y'all need a little. You need filler between the story.
No, but you know what? If we're just talking about people and just things, I get it. And I understand that and I agree. That does happen. But there's also a side where it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's not like you can't make
always a side.
You can't but I'm saying you can't make a blanket statement with that to be like you would be dumb if you didn't leave.
Not all like my boy Jesse. Not all.
You can't, but you
So you would.
Just most.
So you would.
You honestly can't
You
even
would.
say
We
that.
would. We would.
You
Everybody would.
you can't say that it would be crazy for a woman not to go after a man just because he's making more.
Keem is the same nigga who said that
He might not be making more. He may not be making more. He may not be making more. He may not be making more.
Keem is the same nigga who said that he can't have sex with women without an emotional connection, but
When do you say that?
he'll leave his girl for a woman that's making more money. Please make that make sense to me.
No. I have the same principles. I wouldn't leave my girl I wouldn't leave my girl.
You just
For
said you
smart.
would be stupid not to.
Right.
No.
So you ain't leaving your girl for nothing, but I will be stupid not to leave my nigga.
Because a woman believes. I mean, most women. Or we're talking about women that want to be everything paid for. I'm talking about those women. I'm not talking about
Okay.
Gotcha.
me. I'm a person that want to pay. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
Now, if it's something I want,
I can't
and-
wait
and
to
this
look
girl
back
over
at
here
this
does
video
this
and
shit
see how we got
10
here.
times more. Oh yeah, I'm looking around the corner. You know what I mean? I'm at least gonna be hitting that corner. My girl don't do this.
This nigga's crazy.
This girl over here do this. It's life, man. Y'all better stop playing.
We had 80 minutes.
Oh my god, I literally can't wait to
Ooh,
watch
I
this video and see like
Y'all want to wrap there?
We can wrap there.
I
Y'all
feel
need
like
to
we
go
had
home and
more to
think about what I'm
talk
saying.
about. We
Y'all
had more to
understand
talk
I'm telling the
about.
truth.
You know what, fine, whatever.
All right.
I had some really good topics.
We can get into it next week.
That's cool.
I like the way
I
that
don't
this
talk about it no more.
today went more than the just following the format.
Yeah,
it flowed
no, it was
better.
good.
It flowed better.
Good job, Key.
If we find
Left hand. Oh, it's all right.
Wow, nope, fuck that.
if we find dead, I think if we find dead pockets, we can bring up topics and stuff like that. But today was way better as far as the way just everything kind of just flowed into the next thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this has been episode 11 of the TYS Talk Your Shit podcast. I'm Jordan.
Can we say if anybody's interested in being on the podcast? Can we say that or no? Never mind.
Sure, Allie, you said it.
Right. I kind of like preluded to it. But anyway, is that a word? Yeah. If anybody's interested in being part of the podcast or interested in dropping any topics or hearing things that we have not discussed, please
Feel
comment,
free.
DM us, contact us in some way. Jordan will give you all the contact information.
Submit your coochie.
Oh my gosh. No, don't do
yeah,
that.
so-
Ladies, please don't do that. I don't want to see
On that note, we are going to get up out of here.
Coochie make
And
money to me. Coochie make money.
we will see y'all
Oh my
next week.
God.